It is. That was by far their best performance today. It's one thing putting in the perfect performance a couple of games ago against Pakistan on this ground, but to do it against South Africa, and a South African side that have already beaten them in this tournament, and a South African side that are playing well, that is by far England's best performance in the tournament, with the bat, in the field, with the ball, and that will stand them in really good stead for Australia. Australia are a serious side, but this is already a World Cup winning side. And it's a massive game on Sunday between the old rivals, England and Australia.
Nasser, I'm going to come back to that in a second, but I just wanted to say you spoke wonderfully at Shane Warne's funeral yesterday. Very moving, the words. How was that whole experience, the whole day?
It was an excellent service, to be honest. It was an excellent ceremony. It was quite emotional. They put on a really, really good show for Shane. He would have absolutely loved every second of it. I thought his kids spoke so well. His whole family spoke well. They must have gone through it so much, and to speak like they did was an incredible achievement. So Shane would have loved what he had seen. All his old friends were there, whether it be from St Kilda or wherever really, and all his old teammates were there. It was an incredible service they put on at his home ground, the MCG, where he just loved to be day in, day out. Anya Shrubsole has just come in. Anya, many congratulations. Another World Cup final for you. You must be looking forward to that.
Yeah, can't wait. Probably wouldn't have thought this when we were busy losing 3 on the bounce at the start of the tournament, but yeah, to put a performance like that in a semi-final is absolutely what you want, and we're really looking forward to Sunday.
I described it just then as a perfect performance. Would you sum it up like that?
Yeah, pretty much. I think we maybe put 1 catch down, but apart from that, he couldn't ask for much more. The way that Danny batted was outstanding. Dunks as well at the end to get us up to a really good score, and then take some early wickets. It's Sophie Eccleston's first international five, for which I can't believe, for someone who's got as many wickets and as good as she is. So we're full of confidence going into Sunday. How
would you describe your form throughout the tournament and your form right now?
Form right now looks really good. I think at the start of the tournament we were pretty average. Dropping a lot of catches, not bowling how we wanted to, not batting how we wanted to. But we always say it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. And it would seem we're coming into form just at the right time.
And you personally, with the ball?
Yeah, pretty happy on the whole. A little bit patchy today, but obviously to get Wolfart, who's been outstanding in this tournament, early, and Lizelle early, who we know how destructive she can be. So they're 2 key wickets for us, and obviously really pleased to get those up front and set us on our way.
And you like bowling to Lizelle Lee. She's dangerous, and you've got her out twice in the tournament, and you've got a good record against her generally.
Yeah, it's just one of those that seems to be quite a good matchup. So I'm really good friends with Lizelle. She lived with us back in England for a couple of years when she was our overseas player at club cricket. So I'm really close with her, but I always like to get her out because she's a destructive player.
I don't have to remind you, Australia have won 37 of their last 38 one-day internationals. How are you going to beat them?
Well, we've got to be at our best. Again, we've got to perform similar to how we have out here. We ran them pretty close at times during the Ashes. We know if we play our best cricket that we'll be there or thereabouts, but we have to bring our best. But it's a one-off game, and anything can happen.
The fact that you've played here twice, Australia haven't played here in the tournament, is that any kind of advantage at all?
Probably a little bit. We obviously know conditions, but it's a fresh pitch for the final, so I don't think it will make too much difference. To be honest with you, it's just going to be about who turns up and plays the best on the day.
The last World Cup final was probably, well, definitely your greatest day as a cricketer. 6 for 46 at Lord's. There'll be some youngsters in that dressing room would not have experienced such pressure. What would you say to them? What advice would you give them before Sunday?
Just enjoy it. I know it sounds like such a cliche, but everything we do, well, I think everything we do is to have the opportunity to play in World Cup finals. It is the absolute pinnacle. And what you don't want to do is let that day pass you by because you're so nervous or you're so anxious and things like that. You're going to be nervous, but you've got to enjoy the day. It's like I said, it's a World Cup final. If you don't enjoy a World Cup final, you're not going to enjoy anything else. So it's a great opportunity, and I kind of feel like we've got nothing to lose, and that's the way we can come out here and play our cricket.